I was sitting there thinking about why is it some people so easily get away from the message of the cross. What is it about the cross, you know? Hear preachers say the cross is confrontational. It's confrontational. It declares us guilty, you know. It's a message of denial of self. Jesus said if one comes after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. You know, it is a message of denial of self. I've heard before that denial of self is in entry-level Christianity. You know, people don't want to deny themselves. A lot of people come to Christ because they think it makes them better. You know, he's going to make me better. When in all reality, like the message of the cross, it's the message of the cross. It's like, you know, we're dead. It's where we come. That's what baptism is. It's like where we go and we say, hey, I'm dead to myself, and now I'm alive. I'm alive to God. You know, that's what Colossians 3:3 says. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. You know, it's a message of, hey, now I'm going to live for myself. You know, Paul, he called himself a bond slave of Christ. You know. Christ, you figure he suffered for us. He took our sins and the things we deserved on his back, on his shoulders. He took the lashes, he took the beating, he bore the cross. You know what I mean? He bore the cross, and now what we have to do, we come and we deny ourselves, we take up our cross and follow him because he's worthy. You know, he's worthy, and he took what we were worthy for, the death that we were worthy for, the beatings, the lashings, and he took it. And now it's like, wow, you know, I want to be better, but you know what I mean? But it's like, hey, you know, this flesh, there ain't no making it better. That's why it says the flesh wars against the spirit and the spirit against the flesh. They're in opposition to one another. You know, the deeds of the flesh, what are they? They're evident. You know, the lust, the envy, the strife, the anger, malice, wrath, you know what I mean? All this fornication and all these things. But we must, you know, it's he who comes to Christ. We've crucified the flesh is what it says with its passions and desires. So we crucify the flesh with its passions and desires. And now we live under the Spirit. You know, and the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, self-control. All these things, against these things there is no law. And that's why we can even die to the law when we walk in the Spirit. We need the Spirit of God, but it takes that to deny, for the denial of self. For that, we have to be drawn by God. It is him that gives us life. He must quicken us, so we must be, you know what I mean? That's how we bear our cross. It's for him, through him, and to him, all things. It's all for his glory. But I just want to say, just take up your cross and follow him today. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Live by faith and not by sight. God bless.